Yesterday, I have quite a few meditations that I need to post on the YouTube channel. They will be caught up today. All right, so let's go ahead and get in today's meditation. Let's go ahead and put our hands down. Do not fear being amazing. Do not fear being the best. Do not fear making all of your dreams come true. We feel a lot of times that the biggest dreams are only for those who have luck. Some of us may feel like things keep happening to us because God is punishing us. Some of us feel like we never are going to get ahead because life hates us. These are all lies, stories, concepts, matrices that we all get stuck in down here as humans. What if I told you all of the answers that you are searching for are within you and not outside of you? There is no higher power up in heaven watching, controlling, deciding, moving, doing all of the things in your life while you are down here. Why would God punish a baby? Why would God punish a kind person? Why would God punish whole parts of countries for decades and centuries? God isn't mean. He's not vengeful. He doesn't strike us down with lightning. Even the ones that have literally been struck down with lightning. Think about that. The chances of it, they say. So God picked that one person. We as humans, we as humans, our souls that are so developed, so infinite, so vast, chose to have these human experiences. So choose what it is that you want in your life now. Stop with the bullshit. Stop blaming other people. Stop giving your power away. Stop thinking that somebody in the sky is in control of your fucking life because he's not. She's not. They're not. They are called ascended masters for a reason. They are called guides for a reason. Ancestors. But some programming will have you believe that none of them are helping you. Just God. God's the only one up there. God's the only one in control. You are. God, that Christ-like consciousness is you. It's within you. So stop being afraid of being great. Stop being scared of being so amazing and awesome. If you could rip this meat suit off of you and see what you were made of, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. This meditation would be completely different. Step into your power. Stop being scared of being amazing. Take a deep inhale here. Quiet your mind, clear it out. Go to the safest place that you feel in your mind's eye and sit with your team there. Ask a question. See what comes through. Go into that space now. If you're in a good space, go ahead and stay there. Just leave the meditation. Go into this is your practice, your meditation. If not, let's go ahead and bring our awareness back to our fingertips and our toes. I like to give it a good stretch. The song today was Rolling in the Deep from Adele. I'm not even going to sing it because you know it. I knew the title, so I was able to say it. Rolling in the Deep from Adele. That was the song, the message that was coming through. When I was sitting there in that quiet space, I know Kayla's laughing. Kayla's my DJ. Any song I hum or do, one of the girls on Zoom, she knows exactly what the fuck I'm singing. I love it. I love it. I love it. She's my little DJ. Um, I was literally picturing myself. So I'm a public speaker. I've always been a performer. I have no problem being on a stage talking to thousands of people. It's funny because when I used to be a singer and I was a recording artist, you could put me on a stage in a stadium. I sang the national anthem at Madison Square Garden once for a Big Ten tournament for basketball. Not even nervous. No, I was so excited. I was like, give me the mic, going out onto the court. Madison Square fucking Garden, okay? Not nervous at all. You put me in a room with 3 or 4 people, I was nervous as hell. My nerves would be a bundle of balls. Hilarious, right? So my next stage is to get into public speaking. I have no problem going live on TikTok, going on Zoom, talking to people. That's one of my gifts, the gift of gab. So as I was sitting here, right, we've been talking about timelines and portals and shifting. I was just sitting here picturing myself and shifting my timeline and I was like, I see myself on a stage. I see myself speaking. I'm going to be going on to into public speaking. I've already started. It's so I just pictured myself like shifting into that timeline and was putting that vibration out there. So that's what I was doing. After we did the telepathy test, if you want, no name, I only do readings for subscribers. I need to change that. We're here meditating right now. So it says meditate with me. I got to change the thing that says I'm doing because yes, I connect with your guides, but I don't do just free readings on here anymore. We connect, I'm here to help you answer those. Oh, reading your question. I got to focus. I got to focus. Okay. Intuition test, telepathy test. I am going to tell you that it is a crystal. I have a crystal in my hand. See if you can see the color and the shape. Okay. So there's a crystal in my hand. See if you can see the color and the shape. You don't necessarily have to be looking at my hand. If that's what you want to do, you can. If not, close your eyes and focus. What is the color and the shape of the crystal in my hand? Three, two, one. Okay, if you could put in the comments, what color did you see and what shape did you see? This is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts about the meditation. So color and shape. Blue. What about over here? Anybody see color, shape? Francis? Black and then green. Blue pyramid triangle. Black and then green. What do we have over here? Black, pink, heart, purple first, purple pyramid, blue. Francis also got blue on here. Okay. Um, some people got the shape. It was a yellow. I was saying yellow tower point. Yellow tower point is what I was saying.
Ooh, way off today.
You said the pyramid. Well, that's why I was like a point. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I was like,
Yeah, pyramid. I saw the a point. I did see a point. So that's why the
yes.
pyramid. So
Oh,
that's true.
wait, hold on. I didn't see Marianne. She saw a long yellow citrine. So it's
Nice.
What's up?
Yes,
You know what? I
Marianne.
saw pink and then I was like, I see a yellow, but I couldn't figure out the word for it. Just something long, but I didn't see
yeah,
the
the yellow.
point.
Yeah. Yeah. So citrine is more orange, but you definitely got, yeah. Okay. So Marianne. So long and yellow. Yes, this is
I
definitely
got it.
long.
Whoop whoop.
Yep. It's definitely long. Blue, Francis, somebody else here got blue too. So,
You
okay.
didn't see my comment, Kim?
No, I didn't see
You
your
didn't see
comment.
my comment? I wanted to give you a laugh first thing in the morning here.
Wait, what did it say?
Black bean. Black bean.
Oh, a black peen. I thought you were saying black and then pink. Oh.
Okay,
No, I
that's
know
it.
what. I may need to pull that crystal out. So, I had a friend and on Zoom who's in the meditations and she also leads. She's amazing. Send me a black obsidian penis crystal. And it was so funny because I had it sitting out on my dresser forever. And finally, Todd, my husband, was like, "Can you please just put it away somewhere, like in a drawer? Like our kids see that." I'm like, "It's human anatomy. It's a penis. Like what? What?" He was like, "Please." So yeah, Ratty, I pull it out there for me to enjoy and look at. But all right, anybody want to discuss the meditation? Did anything come up? Was there anything that was said that triggered something in you? What is the fear that you're holding on to? Why are you so scared of succeeding? What is it that you see yourself at? And stop giving your control away to this person in the sky that you are told is in charge of your whole life. Because that's not true. That's not true. Oh yes, your spirit. You feel like this was your spiritual spanking this morning. Yeah, it really was. It was like, you know what I mean? You hear so much Christ-like consciousness, God is within you, blah, blah, blah. I was reading yesterday about the Book of Alexandria. It fascinates me and it saddens me that a whole we there were 40 scholars from three different continents that worked at the Library of Alexandria, writing down history, stories, all these things, for us to learn. And they were saying that the city where the Library of Alexandria was like known for like having fights, like the Christians, the Jews, the Muslims. They said that all the religious people were always like fighting, like fist fighting and like fighting over their beliefs and all of their things. And all of this information was written down and stored and just burned down. Because what I wanted to see was the Library of Alexandria burned down before the Bible came, because I wasn't sure, because I feel like everything in the Bible has been rewritten. Mary Magdalene was not a hooker that befriended Jesus. She was actually his wife, his lover, the feminine to his masculine. Jesus didn't walk around some like lonely single guy. He actually, had sex and had a wife and was fucking human. And all of this stuff was like written to control you. They want us to be scared, guys. If you are scared and you're in fear of succeeding and you're scared of being all the things that our souls know we are, then we don't need health insurance because nobody's getting sick. We don't need psychiatrists because everybody's connecting to their crown and their third eye. We don't need, so much of like all these systems have built, right? All these things keep building and growing and building and growing and building and growing. Now, finally, we are back in the age of Aquarius, which us witches are so happy about because here we are talking about being witches and making fun of the people who burned us centuries ago. And who killed us for just thinking differently and being different. But what's crazy is that before that, everybody was in this city making this library, all having their own religions. And I know I lived back then, and I would just love to like that's why like with the Akashic records too, and like if you go into I was just talking to somebody else about going to an Akashic Wheel of Time, where you sit there and you go into a state of hypnosis. You actually go back and see. And I was like I was in Greece. I was in like I could see my past lifetimes and you're like in there. And that's why when people get so freaked out about look at how the world is now, I'm like, yeah, but I've lived in times that were much harder. Like I've lived in times where I had to hand wash my clothes. I lived in times where I had to like dodge arrows. I had to live in times where there was no medicine. So, or like, you were working on herbs. So if you sliced your leg open, there weren't stitches. We figured it out. I've lived in those times. So have you. We all have. So that's where I try to look at when I look at lives and the bigger pictures. And that's really what has helped me not have anxiety anymore. I used to be riddled with anxiety, fear, doubt, sorrow. I held on to every trauma like it was a badge of fucking honor. Like, my mom sucks, my dad is mean, I was bullied, I'm Asian, people called me this. I mean, I literally held on to everything like that happened to me like a badge of honor. Like I should be proud that all of these things happened to me. And then when I started changing the story and be like, oh, that happened to me, but look at how I moved through that. And look at how I am now. And look at how empathetic I am to other people in their lives because of those experiences I've had. Now I'm able to do what I've always wanted to do, what has been in my heart since I was a fucking teenager, is help. I love helping homeless people. I love seeing someone who needs help and being able to help them and extend help. But now I do it without hurting myself. I used to extend. You hear, oh my God, if Kim had $1, she'd give you 99 cents. What? That's dumb. That's stupid. I'm sorry. That is dumb. If you only have $1 and you see somebody that needs help, why would you give them 99 cents and leave yourself with a penny? My guides were like, Kim, that is not dumb. That is somebody who believes that no matter what you give, you will always be provided for. Yes, you are correct. Yes, yes, because that is also the thing. I also give knowing that I am like that it's going to come back to me, right? But don't leave yourself in a place where you're going to suffer, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, yes, be generous, but don't leave yourself in a place where you're going to be suffering. If you can give away that 99 cents and have that penny, but your fridge is still full, then okay, you're going to eat. You have a roof over your head. So that's what they're saying. I crack up when I say things and they are so quick to correct me. So that's what they're saying. It's like don't give away that 99 cents and then you don't have anything to eat or you're not going to have your rent to pay. Obviously, make sure you're taken care of first. If you can give away that 99 cents, keep that penny and you're going to be fine, then fine. But I would extend, 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 and leave nothing for myself. And then wondering why I was like, people were treating me like they weren't reciprocating or what because of what I was putting out, the energy, giving things and not being clear on what it was that I was doing or where I was going or why I was doing things. I was just doing things. Now with an intention, I want to feel peace in my heart. I want to help these people. Let me see, how can I extend? How can I? And when you shift and give yourself that kind of love and that stuff that you're trying to extend to everyone else, it really does become clearer and you don't hurt yourself. Yes, it's self first. It's the whole airplane example. Why do they tell you put your oxygen mask on first before you help anyone else? You put their oxygen mask on, and if the oxygen's depleting, you're going to pass the fuck out. And then what? Put your mask on first, then help others. It's not that hard. We make it hard. We make it hard. We overthink. We tell ourselves it has to be this, that, or the third. So, all right, I'm gonna jump off of here, stay on here. Questions, comments, concerns, anything we want to share on Zoom? All right. I'm gonna get these
Just
posted.
wanted to thank you, Kim. That was lovely.
Oh, yes, thank the
Right,
guides. Yeah, that was
right.
that was a good one. Yes, yes. You're
Yeah,
so welcome. Yeah, and I'm gonna get these other meditations posted. So I do have to stay consistent with that. But then I'm like, but there's 500 other ones I can pick from. So
exactly.
oh,
Exactly.
no
Self
worries,
first.
no worries.
Self
Yeah.
first, honey. Self first.
Self first. All right, guys. So I'm gonna stay on TikTok. If you guys want to jump over there, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye guys.